Despite what people say, this is not an April Fool's joke for 2019. Sony is really changing management with PlayStation, and let's go ahead and get right into it. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? MonkeyFlop here, and if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to hit a like, comment down below, let me know what you guys honestly think about what we're talking about here today. If you guys don't have an opinion, or maybe just agree with some of the things that I say, hashtag flop also works in the comment section below. But hopefully you guys do chime in those comments and give me you guys' honest opinions, because Sony is shifting management and we now have a new CEO as of April 1st. Right now he's the elect CEO, and he's going to be the appointed CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment on April 1st. And a lot of people were like, whoa, wait a minute. Is this an April Fool's joke? This has to be an April Fool's joke. Please tell me this is an April Fool's joke. Sony can't appoint a guy that has had a history of rude and crude comments and, digs at the gaming community. And before we all get our panties in a wad, because believe me, I kind of did, let's just go ahead and talk about it a little bit more and dive right into it. So, again, this is not an April Fool's joke, even though a lot of people have been saying it online, and a couple of people DM me, yo, MonkeyFlop, this has to be an April Fool's joke. And I'm like, just because it's on April 1st doesn't mean it's an April Fool's joke. Sony wouldn't play around with like CEOs like that. So Jim Ryan is going to be the new appointed CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. And we all know that PlayStation's under Sony Interactive Entertainment, right? Okay, cool. So I just wanted to mention that. He has had a bad rep because he said some rude and crude things in the past, and it's been off the cuff. And let's go ahead and quote one of the things that he said and then get into it a little bit more, because people are worried about this guy getting in charge. So this is one thing that he said, and I quote, "When we've dabbled with backwards compatibility, I can say it is one of those features that is much requested, but not actually used much." That, and I was at a Gran Turismo event recently where they had PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 games, and the PS1 and PS2 games, they looked ancient. Like, why would anyone play this? So that is one of the many things that he said. We're not going to quote everything that he said, but if you're a hardcore fan, you might have heard of some of these little dabs at or little rude comments towards some gaming fans that may actually want backwards compatibility, like your boy, and many other people. Some people are like, you know what? Yeah, backwards compatibility, I really don't care. But for me, it would actually be pretty cool, because I already paid for the games on other PlayStation systems. Why can't I just like access and play them on the new system? But I totally get why some people are like, oh, backwards compatibility isn't really my thing. But let's get back on track here, because I'm getting sidetracked with backwards compatibility. Another video for another time. People are worried about your boy Jim Ryan becoming CEO as of April 1st, and that's why a lot of people are saying, like, I get DMs from some of you guys that are like, is this an April Fool's joke? I got one guy on Facebook, it was hilarious. He's like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. And I'm like, no, it's not a joke. Sony is not going to play around with, CEOs like that. They're not going to just make an April Fool's joke about this. Now, this is actually not a bad thing, even though he said some rude things, and even though, we obviously see where he stands with backwards compatibility. This is actually not that bad of a thing, because he has been with PlayStation since 1994, and while he's had plenty of experience in the gaming industry, he's been working for PlayStation, like I said, since 1994. So the fact that we get a PlayStation guy moving up the chain to the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment is a big thing, and it's a good thing for us gamers here at home, because Sony has always focused their pretty much their whole business around other gadgets. PlayStation has always been something that's kind of like stood out and been different from all the other things that they've done in the past. You know, Sony used to make Walkmans, they made radios, they make TVs, they make cell phones, they make all these other electronics, and they've always focused their attention on all of these other things. Now that PlayStation 4 is really huge, PlayStation Network is massive and a big cash cow, it's no doubt that, you know, they want to put somebody in charge of Sony Interactive Entertainment that knows PlayStation. And this guy knows PlayStation. And with him becoming the new CEO, everybody in the mama is saying that they're going to focus more attention on PlayStation's network. PlayStation Network and the PlayStation Network store. And we all know there definitely needs to be more focus on the PlayStation Network. There are so many things that fans want, request, and we're still waiting for. You know, backwards compatibility, that could be an iffy with this guy, but you know, we're still waiting for PlayStation name changes. Yeah, it's in beta right now, but not everybody has access to it, and we still have some issues and glitches with the PlayStation 4 that doesn't allow some of us to play certain games, including your boy. I still can't play Apex. I'm so pissed off. But there are so many things that, you know, PlayStation needs to fix in regards to the PlayStation Network. We all stand in agreement, I believe. Raise your hands in those comments down below, digitally, maybe with a little hand emoji, or maybe even me in the comments down below. But do you guys agree that PlayStation needs to give us better PlayStation Plus games? They need to focus on, you know, giving us better PlayStation Plus games, focusing more of their attention on PlayStation Now. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions with, you know, given the fact that Sony is appointing a new CEO and he came from the background of PlayStation, like his whole work history since 1994 has been with PlayStation. So with that being said, what are some of the things that you would like to see come out of this change? I'd love to know in those comments down below. It's going to be interesting to see all of your guys' responses. I know I'm still going to get a couple of people in there like, MonkeyFlop, are you sure this is not an April Fool's joke? And it's like, Sony would not play around with this. Sony would not play around with this. So, like I said, I'd love to know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you would take 2 seconds out of your day, hit a like. That really helps me out. If you guys haven't already subscribed, that would be awesome as well. And I will see you guys in the next news update. You guys are freaking awesome.